Hello, everyone. I just had a technical glitch. I apologize for that. I think there were some folks hanging out, and I don't know what happened, but my camera was all screwed up. So anyway, I'm over here. I'm just going to start talking. Hi, my name is Casey Durango of Go Keto with Casey, and I talk about how I've lost weight on the ketogenic diet and how you might be able to lose weight, improve your health, and regain control of your life. Sorry for those of you who were cut off. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to start talking. Today, I just intended kind of an open format. I am not a medical provider. I am not a researcher. I am not a PhD. I'm just a well-educated, intelligent, former fatty, and all I can do is talk to you about my experience and my understanding of the ketogenic diet and how I followed it. And there goes cuckoo. So if anyone is here, please say hi. I'm not seeing anyone here. I do apologize for that. So maybe you'll be seeing this on replay. Never at a loss for words, even though I was hoping for some questions. Let me address some topics that come up on a regular basis. How do I get in the fat? This is not a get in the fat diet. Here is the protocol as I learned it and followed it, and how I've been following it for now just over 5 years. Keep carbohydrate intake to 20 grams a day or fewer, total, not net. Eat fatty sources of protein. Don't eat if you're not hungry. Stop eating when you're satiated. That's it. If you listen to that, this is how I followed it, and it truly is that direct. You will notice there are many words not included in that. The M word is not included. Macros. Percentages, pie charts, calories. Although calories do ultimately matter. And I'm getting conflicting information, excuse me for deviating. I am not seeing, it looks like people are here, but I don't see anybody talking. So maybe that's just me. And if you're asking questions and I'm not seeing it, I do apologize. I just can't see anything. I apologize. Someone say, hey. I'm trying, but nothing's happening. So we tend, well, energy intake does matter, and I try to use the word energy intake as opposed to calories, because calories is a really charged word. And we've, it's been driven home to us so often that, burn more than you consume, move more, eat less. It's upsetting. And particularly those of us who have tried, and I apologize for my phone ringing in the background. I'm going to try this one more time, see if I can get it. Nope, I'm going to cancel that. And I apologize, technology, live television. I don't know what happened here. The reason that calories are not mentioned here is because if you follow the protocol, if you're eating fatty sources of protein, if you're keeping your carbohydrate intake low, 20 grams total, not net, a day or fewer, you start and you stop burning glucose for fuel. Glucose is sugar. Your body will turn to burning fat for fuel. Ketones, hence the ketogenic diet. Once you start doing that, you will find that your appetite is naturally regulated and actually suppressed. So if you take it, then step 3, so you keeping your carbs low, you're eating fatty sources of protein. Don't eat if you're not hungry. That's the key. That's what makes this different. You can lose weight on many types of protocols. And ultimately, if you consume less energy than your body is burning, you will ultimately lose weight. The difference here being, wow, I'm not hungry anymore. So I'm consuming less fuel. It's not, I'm consuming less fuel so I can lose weight. It's, I'm less hungry, so I'm consuming less fuel and I lose weight. It's almost a byproduct. So there's the protocol. It is no more complicated than that. Now, saying that it's simple does not mean that it's easy, because we know that there's a lot more tied up in how we eat than food on a list. There's habit. There's past experiences. There's so-called stress eating. There's so-called using food to cope. Let me tell you what I think about that. In my estimation, when we're using food, we are by definition not coping with whatever the problem is. Because let's face it, what's the food doing to solve your problem? As we say around Go Keto with Casey, if hunger is not the problem, food is not the answer. It's not the solution. Bad day at work, rotten boss, fight with your partner, kids driving you nuts, car breaks down, lost your job. How does food fix any of those things? When we say that we use food to cope, we are really saying we use food to not cope, to kick the issue down the road. So maybe the best thing we can do for ourselves is to stop saying that. I want to try one more time. If anyone, I can't see anyone. I can't see anything here. So I can't see any comments. And I so apologize, because I was really wanting this to be driven by participants. My bad. Don't know what happened. Technology, my frenemy. Maybe I'll just wrap this up with a little reminder. The protocol does not require supplements or special foods, kits. There's nothing you need to purchase to be 100% successful at this diet. I don't have the ability on this YouTube live, to share a screen to show you my before photos. But if you go to my blog, CaseyDurango.com, you can just see my before photos. I was really heavy for 30 years. I had given up on trying to lose weight, given up. I was 55 years old. I was looking at surely being diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and I didn't want to take insulin. So I came across this protocol. Keep your carbs 20 grams or fewer a day. And this is not new. This was how people treated diabetes way long ago. Way long ago. In the 20s. Diabetic manuals would say, keep your carbohydrate, your starch and sugar intake very low. Eat fatty sources of protein. Anyway, so I didn't want to take insulin for diabetes. The protocol says keep your carbs 20 grams or fewer a day. Don't eat if you're not hungry. I said, well, I can do that. So the next time I put food in my mouth, I just left off the carbs. And then the next time I ate after that, I just left off the carbs. Rinse, lather, repeat. I did that. And not only did my blood sugar regulate, I checked it this morning. I think it's 70. It was 70 this morning. But my appetite was suppressed. I started burning fat for fuel. I started burning body fat. And I started losing weight unexpectedly. I never measured grams of protein, never measured grams of fat. This is not a high fat, get in the fat, pound back that fat diet. This is not a high protein diet. It has nothing to do with ratios. If you think about it, Nature provided the food that we're supposed to eat in the way we're supposed to eat it. Eat the poultry with the skin. Eat the organ meats. Eat the fat that comes with the steak, the bacon with the fat, the pork chops with the fat, the eggs with the yolks. It all comes for you. No pie charts required. No abs required. No minimum amounts of fat. No minimum amounts of protein. The only thing I measured were grams of carbohydrate, not percentages of carbohydrate, grams. Now, everyone can find a way that works for them, and there are many ways to find success and happiness. Do what works for you. All I can do is tell you what worked for me. Keep your grams of carbohydrate, 20 a day or fewer. Eat fatty sources of protein. Don't eat if you're not hungry. Stop when you're satiated. You can see the food list I followed at my blog. Print it, take it. I didn't invent it. It's just a list of fatty sources of protein and some non-starchy vegetables, for the most part, with some added things, but that's pretty much it. I'm going to close this down now. I apologize for those of you who might have shown up and maybe somewhere you're typing questions. Hopefully you're talking to each other. I apologize. I want to give a plug for patreon.com, where people are very supportive. It's a closed community, and patrons made it possible for me to quit my day job so I can talk about this. And I do apologize. I'll try to do this again some other time. Thanks a lot. Technology. Arr!